Alrighty, so let's get back to today and let's get back to what today's topic is today. So remember, every week there's a theme, every day there's a topic. The topic speaks back into the theme. So today, our topic, guys, our topic today is, does your environment match your embodiment? Does your environment match your embodiment? So yesterday we said if someone had to spend 24 hours with you, what story would your actions tell them? So the question today is, if someone had to walk into your space today, and you can't say to them, hi, my name is Mia, and this is what I believe. No. You can't say that. What story would your space tell them? What story would your environment tell them? So if someone had to walk into your space, what story would your space, would your environment tell them? Would they walk away and say, oh my gosh, I'm just using Tabby's name as an example. Would they walk away and say, oh, Tabby, you are so organized and so focused, and I can tell this about you because of your environment? Or would they walk away and they say, oh my gosh, it is so chaotic there? What would they say? What would they say? Have you guys seen the show Hoarders? Have you guys seen the show Hoarders? So there's this show on TV, it's called Hoarders, okay? Okay, so there's this show, it's called Hoarders, and let me just give you the premise if you haven't seen the show, if you're not aware of it. And essentially what it is, it's about these people, it's shot in the USA, and they live in clutter. Like, you have never seen the amount of clutter as you have seen on the show Hoarders, okay? And oh my gosh, some of these people, there's like no space to even like walk from like the kitchen to the lounge because there's just all this clutter everywhere. So, I mean, if you've ever seen that show, just think about when you watch that show, how do you feel? Because I don't know about you, when I watch that show, I actually feel like I can't breathe. That's just from watching the show. That's not even my space, okay? I'm just talking about a space that I'm seeing on TV, okay? That is chaotic, right? And I feel like I can't breathe. I just watch that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. B Bubble says it's overwhelming. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's overwhelming. You're like, what? Right? But what can we deduce from that? We can deduce that, okay, there's something happening in that person's inner world, okay? That environment is just a reflection of what's going on inside that person's inner world. Josie says, my environment says, thrivey, focus, mom. My house smells like muffins because I baked for my son last night. I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. First Light Salon says, you feel like cleaning your space again. Exactly. That's what happens when you watch that show, right? Oh my gosh. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, have you ever walked into someone's space and it's cluttered? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel just walking in there? I used to know someone who, her office was like that. I would walk into her office, a very nice person, but I would walk into her office and it was so cluttered. There was paper everywhere. And I would feel anxious just from being in that space. I mean, it wasn't my paper and it wasn't my clutter, but oh my gosh, I immediately felt anxious just being in her office space because of all that clutter. Okay? And then think about equally, I don't know about you guys, but like my favorite TikTok content, is when people tidy up their space. Like they do that whole Sunday reset vibe, and then people start tidying up their space. I love that. And people start organizing and they start putting things away. Or like they're like, oh, let me restock my fridge. And then they like clear out the fridge and then they restock it and it just looks so beautiful. And it just looks so ordered. Like, I love that content, right? And what do I feel when I watch that content? Immediately, even though it's not my space, I feel calm. I feel calm. Immediately, that's the feeling. Can you guys relate? Do you guys also enjoy that type of content? And if you do watch that type of content, how do you feel when you watch that type of content? So B Bubble says it's so satisfying to watch. It is. It is. It is so satisfying. I feel so calm when I watch stuff like that. I feel like everything is in order, everything is in place, and then I feel like, oh my God, I need to go and tidy up my own space. Nombulelo, I see that you just like the live. I appreciate it. If you're still with me, give me a double tap on the screen. Let me know that you are still with me. But what does this tell us, guys? What does this tell us about our environments, right? If we can watch a TV show and the environment is chaotic and we feel overwhelmed and it's not even our space, what does that tell us about environments? If you can watch someone on TikTok clean up their space and reset it on a Sunday and you feel like, oh, all of a sudden I feel calm. What does that tell us about environments? Hey, what does that tell us about environments? Alrighty, so let's go here. Kosi says, my environment. Oh, yes, sorry, I read that comment. I apologize. Where you said that your space smells like muffins. I love that because you baked for your son last night. And then you said here that you don't feel like that inside. Okay, so we have to do some work here. Okay, some work on what you're feeling inside. First Light Salon says, I'm cleaning my salon as we speak. I am mindful of how my space looks. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, have you ever walked into a salon and it's not clean? What's the feeling? I mean, do you feel like you can trust the hairdresser if the salon is like chaotic? Right? And I'm not saying that, obviously, I mean, when we're at the salon, there's hair because hair's being cut and all of that jazz. But I mean, someone can clean as you're going along, right? Right? And that gives you some confidence in what's happening there, right? Okay, you are still with me, right? Okay, let me see. Sosetu says, and that is actually my very next point, Sosetu. So you and me, baby, we are in the same WhatsApp group. Environment carries energy. That's exactly it. That's what that tells us. Our environment carries energy. The question is the energy in my environment supporting me? Or is the energy in my environment draining me? I don't know about you guys. I would like my environment to support me. As I'm becoming, remember what I said, every day we wake up, right? If we woke up today, the story's not over, okay? That means we are still becoming. What are we still becoming? We're still becoming our best self, okay? We are still busy becoming our best self. And I don't know about you guys, I would like my environment to support me in my becoming my best self. I would like my environment. If I say I know about peace, I know how to choose a peaceful thing. I want to move from I know the thing to I am the thing. So I want to move from I know about peace, I know how to say a peaceful affirmation, to I am peace. Then I would also like my environment to say that about me. I'd like my environment to support me. Right? So environment really does matter. Our environment carries energy. Okay, it matters. It matters. It matters whether we fold the laundry or whether we just allow it to pile up. It matters. Leanda, I see that you reposted the live and I thank you for it. Thank you so much. Faith says, I just love the TV because some of these shows, they drain. Oh, you mean you leave the TV? Okay, I get it. Moved by CM says cleanliness is next to godliness. Absolutely. Kay, I see that you gave me a follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Alrighty, thank you so much. First Lady says, my issue is having people with negative energies. Ooh, how do I deal with that? Well, first thing, you can't change people, right? You can't change people. And I say that all the time. So here in this live, we don't focus on what other people are doing. We focus on what we are doing. We focus on our thoughts. We focus on our energy. So we focus back. We bring focus back to ourselves where we actually do have control. Okay. So that's the first thing. And then I would say to you, First Light Salon, is boundaries, baby. What boundaries are you putting in place to protect your peace and your energy? Boundaries. So maybe just spend some time also thinking about that, right? I can't change how someone else behaves, but maybe I've also got to look and say, maybe to protect my peace and to protect my energy, I've got to put some boundaries in place, right? We spoke about this week. We spoke about when you say no without feeling guilty because I'm protecting my peace. Okay, if you're still with me, double tap the screen. Let me know that you're still here. If you're like, yes, baby, I am team calm. Give me a team calm in the comments, right? Or if you're still like, I'm team chaos, give me a team chaos in the comments. But we want to move to team calm. Okay. Yesterday, we also spoke about things like, what does our old self do? How does our old self behave? And what does our new embodied self do? How does our new embodied self behave? Okay, so old self lives in chaos. New embodied self, no. We create harmony and we create beauty around us. Okay, we're doing it in our thoughts, but we actually also need to do it in our physical environment. Okay, so that means we need to start clearing the clutter, the physical clutter. And clutter can also be digital. That's another thing, guys. Have you ever thought about that? Clutter can also be digital. Zoe M, I see that you just gave me a follow. Thank you very much. Guys, if it's your very first time here, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I go live Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. So this is where you'll find me. This is where you'll find all the regulars. So I'm getting ready for the day. I'm doing my makeup, but this live is much more than about makeup and pretty dresses, although I love both. This live is about getting our mindset right before we step into the day. Before we step into the day, we want to get our mindset right. That is what's happening in this live. Okay. We are focusing on the things that we can control. We can't control other people. We can't control what they do. We can't control how they behave, but we can control our internal world. So that is what we're focusing on today. Well, that's what we focus on every day in this live. That's what I wanted to say. If you're finding value from this session, so if you are listening along and you are like, oh my God, I'm finding value. If you're like, oh, if this is making you think, if this is making you ask yourself some questions, if you're finding value, then be sure to follow me, okay? What this does is that when I go live, 6:30 in the morning, TikTok will send you a notification to let you know that I've gone live, okay? And then you can come back and then you can continue to reap value from these lives, to grow, okay? We are growing together here. We're thinking together and we are growing together here, all right? And we want to move from I know the thing to I am the thing. That is why our theme this week is we are in our embodiment era. And today we are specifically looking at our environment, physical environment, not internal environment. Today specifically we're looking at physical environment. Woo! This baking powder is everywhere. We are looking at our physical environment and we are asking, is my physical environment supporting me or is it draining me? Have you ever tried working at a messy desk? How did that work out? How did that work? How did that help your productivity? I know myself, if my desk is messy, and messy could just mean like it's cluttered, I haven't cleared it out, I've got a whole lot of stuff there, I've got a cup, I've got this, I've got that. Oh my gosh, it makes me feel like my thinking is cluttered. It makes me feel like, like I need space in my own mind to think. Alrighty, let me go and see some of these comments. Okay, mood by CM. I saw that, team calm. I love that. Tulufelo, I see the follow. Mood by CM. I see the follow and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mama Sakwati, I see the follow. I appreciate it. Jess, hello, Jess. Jess, you are a little bit late, inverted commas, but you know what I say, hey? There's no such thing as being late. It means you are right on time. Okay, you are right on time. It means that if you've just arrived, it means that everything that I'm saying from here on out, that's what you need to hear. So trust that. Okay, but I love having you here, Jess. You know this. All right. Yolanda, I see a hey. First Light Salon says, I am new here and I love the energy. Oh, listen here, First Light Salon, I love having you here. I saw that you've given me a follow, so I'm looking forward to having you back here tomorrow. All right. Alrighty, so Setu says Team Chaos here. I love this. So guys, yes, we're all about a positive mindset, positive thinking, but we also need to be honest, right? When things are not going our way. So Sasetu, first of all, for you to say you are team chaos, I love that. Okay. So remember that the first step in any change, anytime we want to make change, the first step is to become aware. So you can't move to team calm if you're not aware that you are team chaos. Okay. So for me, to the very fact that you are saying that you are team chaos, I am clapping my hands for you. I love that, because that means you are aware. Beautiful. That is a beautiful space to be when you are aware. Why? When you are aware, you can make the changes. You're aware of what needs to be changed. Okay. And then I love your next question. Any tips, routine to keep a clean ship? So one thing I can definitely say is that it's got to be daily behaviors, daily micro behaviors, right? So we bath every day, right? We bath twice a day, nogal. We don't bath on Monday and hope that by Friday we're still clean. So for me, that tells me that I've got to have the same approach in my mind, right? Mindset. And then I've also got to have the same approach in my environment. Okay. So it's the small daily things that we are doing. So definitely making sure that we are doing the dishes. In fact, bonus would be I do the dish immediately after I've eaten, right? That way the dishes don't pile up. So it's also like, okay, we've got to put systems in place. The author of Atomic Habits, one of my favorite books, I reference to this a lot. He talks about systems. And I'm so glad that you brought this. It just brings me up here to another point. So it means that we've got to put systems in place, okay? System in place. So systems to manage the clutter. So the system might be every day I do a load of laundry because I don't want the laundry to pile up. I don't want to spend the whole of Saturday doing the laundry. So, okay, now I know I've got to do laundry every day. I don't want it to pile up and become overwhelming, okay? Nothing happens for me when I feel overwhelmed. I don't know about you guys. Nothing happens for me when I feel overwhelmed, okay? So that tells me that, okay, great, I need to be doing laundry every day, one load a day, so that it doesn't pile up. And then what also tells me, for instance, I'm like, okay, I need to fold the laundry after I'm done the laundry so that I don't have now a basket that piles up with clean laundry. I need to fold it and put it away, okay? I might not necessarily iron today, but I need to fold that laundry and I need to put it away. So these are the kind of things that we must look at. And it's the tiny habits, guys. It's the tiny, small things that matter. They really do matter, okay? So Siseti, I hope that helps you. Another thing that I wanted to mention, just sort of kind of random, or maybe not so sort of kind of random. Have you ever seen those shows? I think there's one currently that's playing, I can't remember if it's Showmax or I think it's on Showmax. Anyway, the show is I Blew It. That's the show, okay? And what the show is all about, it is about people who they come into thousands of rands, hundreds and thousands of rands, or they come into millions of rands. And so they come into this money. Sometimes it's they've won the lotto. Sometimes it's they got a RAF payment, okay? And the show actually just focuses on, I'm putting on blush if you're wondering what I'm doing. And the show just focuses on, within a year, that person is back to where they were before they won the money, before they came into the money, before they won the lottery, before they got the RAF payment. They are back to square one. And the show just sort of talks to them and they tell us about how they spent their money, what they blew the money on. Anyway, the reason why I'm referencing this, for me, this tells me that the person came into a lot of money, great, a huge sum of money, but within a year, they are back to square one. Why? The mindset has not shifted around money. The mindset has not shifted, okay? There's no system in place to contain the money, okay? So that's what tells me. So it's very similar to, we can clean the chaos, right? We can clean up our environment. So, it's a Saturday, I've got time. I'm like, okay, today I've got to clean, right? Great. But if I don't put systems in place, next week, Saturday, I'm going to be back to square one, where my place is cluttered and I've got to start all over again. Clean. Okay. Do you get where I'm going with that? I bet you that if we had to follow the people from Hoarders, you know the show Hoarders, where it's all cluttered. if we had to follow them a year later, after these experts come in and these experts do the cleaning up for them, what do you think their homes look like? What do you think their homes look like? Do you think that they are able to maintain their homes after the experts come in and the experts do the cleaning up for them? They might be able to maintain it for a month. They might be able to maintain it for a week. But I bet you that if we had to go and visit those people in a year's time, their place would just be back at square one. Why? Because the mindset hasn't changed. It's like when you leave your job. So let's say you are at a job, right? And you're like, I hate this place. I hate my job. I hate my job. I'm going to go look for a new job. Okay, great. So you leave your job and you go to a new job. What do you think is going to happen in a couple of months' time? I can tell you for free. You're going to land up hating your new job. Why are you going to land up hating your new job? All you did was you changed one job, but you didn't change your internal environment. You didn't change your mindset. So all you've done is you've gone, woo, I don't like this job. I'm leaving this job. I can't stand these people. I don't like this place. Bye. Okay, bye, babes. But what's going to happen? It's only a matter of time before you go to your new job. It's only a matter of time before you go, I hate this place. I hate this place. So what does that tell us? What does that tell us? You're the common denominator. You know how we go from one relationship to the next relationship? And then we land up complaining about the very same things that we were complaining about in the previous relationship. Well, who's the common denominator? Me. I'm the common denominator. Okay, that means that there's something going on in my thinking that needs changing. Are you guys still with me? Give me a double tap on the screen if you are still with me. But Soseti, I hope that sort of helps you there, baby. Okay. In terms of, tips, it means that we need to have daily systems in place, right? The basics, the little stuff. We need to sweat the little stuff. Okay. So like for me, I know this happens with me, right? Like my car gets cluttered quite a lot. So for me, a system is, okay, I've got to say to myself, okay, when I get home from driving around on the weekend, I need to clear the clutter, the slips. I need to take it out. Okay. If I stopped at the drive-through and got myself a meal, I need to clear out the containers, the drinks. Okay. If I went past Seattle and I got myself a coffee, I need to clear that out, right? I need to clear it out. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Until I take my car to the car wash to do the clearing out. I need to say, what is my system? My system is, once I've spent the day driving around on a Saturday, when I get back home, I've got to clear the clutter. So we've got to put systems in place to support us with this environment. Are you still with me? Give me a double tap on the screen while I read some of these comments. Yolanda, I see that you say, hey, Keho Ram says, love this. I'm glad that you love this. If you feel just like Keho feels and you feel like you love this, if you feel like this is the content that you signed up for on TikTok, then make sure, guys, that you are giving me a follow, okay? Why? So that you benefit. How do you benefit? Because TikTok will send you a notification when I go live. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just going in with some highlight. I think I might have gone in a little bit on this side, but it's all good. Okay, TikTok will give you a notification when I go live. I go live Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning, and then you can come back and you can continue to reap the value of being here in this live. Okay. Another thing I wanted to say, if you're brand new here, we don't just come and sit and listen in this live. We actually walk away with a challenge each day. So we've got to walk away. We've got to play. Okay. So another way that you move information from up here, I joined a live. I heard this lady speaking about 1, 2, 3. Another way that we move information from up here to in here is we've got to play. So we've got to walk away every day when we come to this live. We've got to walk away and play. My commitment to you is, baby, I will be here 6:30 in the morning. I will go live. I will come and I will share ideas with you. I will say, guys, this is what I've been thinking about. I need to tidy up my environment. Okay. I will come and I will do that 6:30 in the morning. I am here. Your commitment to you, if you join the live, then your commitment to yourself must be that you will walk away and you will play. Okay. So you're not just coming and listening. You have to walk away and you have to play. So we're talking about environments today. I think we've got a good idea where the challenge is going. So today, guys, our challenge is we've got to pick one area to tidy up. It doesn't have to be your entire wardrobe. Maybe one area is there is a shelf in my wardrobe. that I need to tidy up. I know that I need to tidy it up. And that is what I'm going to do today. I am going to tidy up that shelf. If you are going to the office today, that's all good. When you get back home, then you do the tidying up. Maybe the one area that you need to tidy up is your desk credenza at work in the office. If you go to an office block. I mean, if you're office bound, that's what I mean. If you're office bound and you have a credenza, right? Or a cupboard at your office, your desk, maybe that's the area that needs your attention today. You are going to tidy that up. Maybe you've got pens that are not even writing anymore. The ink is finished. But you've still got them, okay? That is your assignment today. You've got to tidy it up. If you've got papers lying around your desk, that is your assignment today. You've got to tidy that up. We want to move from I am thinking about peace to I am peace, and we want our environment to reflect that peace back to us, okay? My environment, if someone had to walk into my environment, if someone had to come and sit at my desk with me today, what would they say about my mindset? Would they say that, yes, there is order, peace, and calm in my mind based on what my desk looks like? Or would they say, yo, I know it's chaotic here? So you choose the one place that you're going to tidy up today. Maybe that one place happens to be your phone. Maybe you've got to clear some old photos. I don't know, you broke up with your ex, but you still have 100 pictures of him, okay? Maybe you've got to clear that. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's your desktop. Maybe you're like me and your car also gets cluttered when you drive around on the weekend, right? Driving from one place to the next place and your car's just getting cluttered. So maybe you're like me and you're like, you know what? Before I drive anywhere today, I'm going to clear out my car. Maybe you're already at the office. You know that your car's already messy. So maybe your thing that you're going to do today is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, before I drive back home today, I'm going to clear my car out. Before I drive home, I'm going to clear my car out. So just think of one area. Not the whole cupboard, one area that you can clear up today, and you're clearing up the clutter. Okay. Faith says, today I'm cleaning my bedroom. I love it. And if you want to share with me that space that you're cleaning up for yourself, you are more than welcome to. I think I just need to decide on a lip color today, guys. You know what? I haven't worn my koi in a while. So this is my Maybelline. This is koi. I haven't worn this in a while. I think because yesterday, I can't remember what color I had on yesterday. I had on a red dress yesterday. Hey, so I did red lips. Okay. Oh, who is this? Naki203. She says old panties. Love that. That's exactly that. That's exactly that. Think of it like your old self wore old panties. You are now, you're becoming your best self, man. You want panties that are 0 holes. Okay. You want new underwear. Yeah. And sometimes we've also got to clear the clutter so we can make space for something new. Okay. So as you're clearing today, think about, what am I making space for? What new thing am I making space for? I don't know about you. Sometimes my wallet. Sometimes my wallet gets a bit chaotic because I like hoard slips. Okay. So I am trying to stop hoarding slips and to clean up my wallet. So for me, I like to think of it like I'm cleaning up my wallet because, I'm making space for clarity and calm in my finances. I'm making space for more, Where's the more money going to fit in my wallet if it's just filled with all these slips? Right? I mean, I've got a banking app. I can see on my banking app where I spent the money. Clearly, right? So what am I hoarding all these slips for? I want to clean up my wallet. I'm making space for more. I'm making space for clarity and calm. That's what I'm doing. Okay, Kosi says, I love your laughter. Thank you, babe. Means I've come to the end of it, guys. My makeup is done. I have enjoyed spending my morning with you. I love spending my morning with you. You guys know that. If it's your very first time, I hope to see you back again. Be sure to give me a follow so you get a notification when I go live. I go live Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. This is where you will find me. Horsey says, okay, I've already cleaned, so I think I can do my gym bag. Lots of kawaii slips. Yeah, I know. Kosi, I can relate. That's why I'm laughing. I can relate. Alrighty. Let me come here. Okay, Dorothy, I answered you. Sasetu, thank you for keeping me on time today. So just ask yourself, are you going to take on the challenge? Yes or no? Are you going to clean up somewhere? And also when you clean up, notice the shift and the change in your own energy. So remember, guys, every shift that we make, we're going to feel the shift and the change in here first. Okay. So as you're tidying up today, ask yourself at the end of that, how does my energy feel? How do I feel? Do I feel different now that this place is sorted? Whatever that might be. Now that the old panties have been thrown away, how do I feel? Okay. Alrighty. Let me see. Kay says, I read that one. Sorry. Naki says empty perfume bottles. Girlfriend, like, why do we hang on to empty perfume bottles? Like, we've used the perfume, right? Like, why do we do that? Or boxes. I don't know if you guys, I do this. Like, I'll buy something, it comes in a box, and then I'll keep the box. Like, just this morning, I bought headsets and I've got the box. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why do I have this empty box? Like, what am I saying? Am I saying that I'm expecting this headset to break so that I can take it back? Is that why I'm keeping the box? So we must also question ourselves, right? Like, why am I hanging on to this thing? I need to change a mindset here. No, I'm throwing away this box. I'm affirming that I've already made the purchase. It's not going to break on me. And Ella says, my boyfriend hoards those. Yes, I know. Kosi says, you should do radio. I could listen to you all day. Enjoy your day. Mwah, Kosi, enjoy your day. See you tomorrow morning. Zoe, I see the like. Kosi says, I do that to refer back to the instructions. But also be honest, Kosi, how often do you refer back to the instructions? Because eventually you know how to use the thing, right? So do you still need to hold on to the box? Do you? So these are the kind of questions we must ask ourselves. Empty perfume bottles, I absolutely love that. I have pens that no longer write anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Hey? Alrighty. Kosi says never. So you keep the box and then you never go back to read the instructions. Girlfriend, please clear those boxes today. Guys, it's 7:29. I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me. I hope that you found something valuable from this live. Give me a follow if you're not already following me so that you know to join me tomorrow, 6:30 when I go live. I love and I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day as beautiful as you are. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 6:30, new topic. Remember the theme for this week, we are in our embodiment era. So tomorrow will be a brand new topic. Tabby, I saw the rose. I thank you and I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody. I'm out. Love you. See you tomorrow at 6:30.